back to the channel, and we're here to talk about the German Bundesliga and what's in the news in terms of football. Football is coming back in England, Spain, Italy. It's already been back in Germany, and we are loving it. We are definitely loving it, and I just want to do my 8th Bundesliga recap since the restart and just catch up on the matches I have yet to talk about and just check out what's in the news in terms of football. So, how are you guys doing today? So, just waiting for a few people to tune into the stream, and we are going to get things cracking. So, if you're seeing this right now, just say hi. We have Dominic Rich F.C up in there. Wow, it's been a long time since I haven't seen you. Fabio FC. Hello, man. How are you? How are you doing today? And we are just going to get started pretty soon. We just put that up on the screen there. And we are going to just talk about the Bundesliga match day 28 and 29 because it's been a while since I've actually... been a few days since I've actually spoke about the Bundesliga. So, Danny, man, how are you, man? It's been a long time. Haven't seen you around the channel in a very, very long time. Shout outs to Fabio, always watching the videos, commenting on the videos. Pretty good. So, what's in the news? Michael Olapido, hello, man. How are you doing today? I'm pretty good, man. King Kelvin is up in here. Nikola Radulovic say, hey, man, what's up? We're getting some viewers up in here. My son is currently sleeping, so I'm like, you know what? I need to stream because if he's up, there'll be a lot of noise going on upstairs. Ben Loud, love from the UK, bro. What's up, man? Love from New York City. I know it's crazy over here in the US right now. Whole lot of things going on along with the whole coronavirus situation that still is around. And people acting like, it's gone. But we're going to get into some Bundesliga, guys. Whoever comes onto the stream, they will just have to catch up. So the site I'm going to be using is Transfermarkt. What's up, Giga Karun, man? Thank you very much for joining in. We're going to be using, not Giga Karun. We're going to be using Transfermarkt where all the stats are there and we have all the matches as well. So, right about now, we're just going to be looking at what's going on in the German Bundesliga. And then we'll be checking out the football news section over on goal.com. We're going to be having some fun. I want to have a good stream today. I want to stream some more, but guys, I'm really busy these days. Naomi Goitom, what are your thoughts on about the players who support the USA situation? I think it's a grand gesture, and I think it's a bold gesture and very brave of these players to do that because they're doing it and not everyone is doing it. So that's the thing. That's the thing about it. See Sancho doing it. Marcus Thuram, see Hakimi doing it. Maybe Sancho and Hakimi are cool, so he said, yeah, I'm going to do it too. We saw Weston McKennie doing it. So these players are just standing up for what they believe in. We don't see a lot of other players doing it, so you also have to respect that. Not everybody believes in the same things. So it is what it is. People are just fed up and it's getting a bit out of hand. And this situation has been going on for way too long. EFJ, what's up, man? Love from Flushing, Queens. Love from Queens as well. I also live in Queens. Ben Loud, are you American or German? I'm actually from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but I am an American, a naturalized American citizen. So, guys, we're going to get into it. FIFA posted, stop racism. Well, guys, man, we're not even going to go down that rabbit hole right now. We're going to wait until the back end of the stream to actually talk about more of that. So, we're going to just take a look at the fixtures, guys, that I am yet to cover. And I didn't talk about some of the match day 28 matches. And I'm going to talk about those matches that were played on Wednesday, last Wednesday, and then I'm going to cover the matches that were played over the weekend. The last game I actually spoke about was when Bayern Munich beat Dortmund. I think after that, I wasn't like motivated to continue like talking about it, but I just want to finish off what I started. They only have 5 matches left, so might as well just finish it up, wrap it up. But it's kind of annoying, man. You know what I'm saying? These leagues, it's annoying in these leagues. You know what I mean? You have Bayern Munich on course to win their 8th title. Like, are you kidding me? 8th title. You have Juventus. How many have they won in a row? You have PSG. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't know. These league tables are very, very, predictable. Very, very predictable. The Premier League ain't that bad when you think about it, because you had Man City winning the last 2 years. Liverpool, they're going to win this year. You had Chelsea, you had Leicester, you had City winning it before. You had United winning it. You had, Chelsea again. So at least it's, you had the days when Arsenal, they were winning it. At least there's a mixture. You know what I mean? And there's not like 8 straight titles like what Bayern Munich are doing right now. So I'm going to just head on over to where the matches are right now. And let me pull up the matches, tables, the fixtures, and I want to just talk about those match day 28 games that I am yet to chat about and just shed my thoughts. We're going to just deep dive, guys. We're just going to look into these games. We're going to talk about players. Listen, no pressure over here. We're going to do what we want. We're going to deep dive. That's the purpose of these live streams anyway. You know what I'm saying? So Bettel, where have you been, man? Where have you been? I miss you around here. So EFJ said John Cordoba got injured on Monday. Yes, I am aware of that. And that's a big, big blow for Koln. Big, big blow. Big, big blow. So I'm going to just hit up the match that I want to talk about, because I did shed light on all these games right here. If you guys are looking at the screen right now, you guys are looking at I hate when it does this. Okay, you guys are looking at the screen right now, and we are on match 28. Okay, guys, so right here, match 28. And I want to talk about the Leipzig, Hertha, Hoffenheim, Koln, the Düsseldorf, Schalke, Augsburg, Paderborn, Union Berlin, and Mainz matches before we move on to match day 29. And then we're going to just look through like the table, look through the goal scoring charts, and we're going to talk about the Bundesliga before we move on to other football news. I don't want to stay too long on this. I want to get into some other things as well. I want to make this a fun stream. So we're going to click on this. RB Leipzig 2, Hertha 2. Leipzig has played already. So I just want to, retroactively talk about these games real quick. Nothing too serious. So at home, Leipzig 2, Hertha Berlin 2. In this game, we had Marco Grujic. He scored in the 9th minute. Was a right-footed shot. And that's why I like Transfer Markt. I give you all the details. 4th goal of the season. Assist by Marvin Plattenhardt. It was from a corner. And that's his 5th assist of the season. Guys, this is nice. This is really, really nice. I didn't even realize that they actually have all the details. You know what I'm saying? We have Oski G up in here. He says, hi, Dom. How's your day? It's going fine. I had a long day at work. It was pretty rough. But I don't know what it is, guys. I was actually working hard today, but I wasn't so tired. And then the days when I don't do anything at work, I am very tired, because I'm actually like brainstorming ideas for the channel. And I guess when you use your brain a lot, you get tired way quicker. So just hello to everyone who has joined the stream. Stick around, guys. And we are going to do the Q&A, and I'm going to get into the questions and stuff a bit later in the stream. So after Grujic scored, we had Klosterman scoring a header. Very talented player as well. And I'm going to be shedding some light on these players as well. So let me go back to Grujic. Guys, do you feel that Grujic could actually make it at Liverpool? Like he could fit into their first team setup right about now? He haven't been playing too bad at Hertha this season. See that he has scored 4 goals so far. That's not bad for a defensive type midfielder, like a sort of box-to-box midfielder. So that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Plattenhardt, he was capped by Germany already, so there's some quality over there in Hertha. Klosterman, recently capped. RB Leipzig, full of talent, man. Full of talent. Christopher Nkunku, just signed from PSG. That's 15. Guys, 15 assists. That goal was 15 assists for the season. It's simply ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous stats. Ridiculous stats. And the thing is, so we have Jason Temenu saying yes, he can. And that won't be a bad option for Liverpool for them to actually save money and have a quality backup player. Or maybe they could sell him to have money to bring in players where they actually, in positions where they actually need them. So, back to Nkunku, guys. I've been thinking about this a lot these days. PSG has been letting go a lot of their homebred talent. We have Nkunku. There's Jean-Kevin Augustin. There's who else? There's Diaby, who plays for Leverkusen. And the list goes on. I'm not going to get into it right now because I actually want to make a video talking about this. And it's basically like selling your soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're letting go all the players that came through your academy only to bring in big players, like make big money spending. Like, I don't get it. And Man City is also guilty of that. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. So we have a super chat from Nipun Sharma. Thank you very much, Nipun. I really, really appreciate that. Bayern Munich, reign of terror will not last forever. All good things must come to an end. I would love to see a new team triumph in Germany. And the team right here, RB Leipzig, that could be the team. But the thing is, Leipzig are selling their best players too. That's the whole thing. You know what I mean? So, Nkunku scoring in the 24th minute with that equalizer. And we had Patrick Schick, not Nkunku scoring, Nkunku assisting Klosterman. And then Patrick Schick, 8th goal of the season there, on loan from Roma. To talk about Patrick Schick, he's a Czech Republic international. And this man, talented striker, and I think Leipzig should definitely hold on to him. Because Roma, they're spending on quite a bit of players who came over there on loan and they're making the deals permanent. But Schick he suits Leipzig's system under Nagelsmann. And another reason to keep Schick is to refresh the team, and also Timo Werner might be on the way out. Yusuf Poulsen picked up an injury in this very game. I think he did pick up an injury in this game. I have to double check if he even featured. But that was, you know what I'm saying, Schick has been a very, very influential player for RB Leipzig. Very, very good loan deal. To go on to Konrad Laimer, Austrian. I think he is an Austrian. This guy has been a revelation at the club as well. And I bet teams are, looking at Konrad Laimer. Austrian team has looked really stacked up, guys. I've been looking at the Austrian team, and they are very, very, very stacked up. So Laimer with the assists, very, very versatile player. I think he did play at right back in this game. If you go back at the lineup here, maybe I might be wrong. No, he didn't. This is not the game he played at right back. It was the previous match he did play at right back. But I don't think I watched this game, though. I think I did watch this game. Guys, I've been watching a lot of these Bundesliga games, and I've been watching a lot. I can't even keep track of which ones I actually saw. But after being 2-1 up, Christoph Piatek, I think he did come off the bench. Yeah, he's been playing off the bench. He scored from a penalty. And Matthias Cunha, a former RB Leipzig player, was brought down. Christoph Piatek, who moved from Genoa to AC Milan, now Hertha. He is, I think, their second most expensive signing. He scored the equalizer, second goal of the season in that game. So guys, it's really fun. I like just, just talking about these matches, just going in depth and just looking at the players and just learning. And we could all learn, and we could all, what I'm saying, just increase our knowledge of all these leagues and just be aware of who's relevant and who's not in each leagues. So I don't want to stay too long on these games, guys, to be honest. I don't really want to stay too long, but I think the previous match is when, Yusuf Paulson picked up an injury, and he was actually playing very well. He was actually, after the restart, he had looked really, really good, and it's very, very sad to see him pick up an injury. I will get back to RB Leipzig when I talk about the game. They just smashed that team. I can't even remember. Yesterday, I think that game was. I'll get back to RB Leipzig and I'll shed some more light on RB Leipzig. But that was a good comeback draw for Hertha, who's been going through their problems as well. Fired one coach, and then Klinsmann took over, and then another man took over after Klinsmann left, and then Bruno Labbadia came in, and he has been doing a great job since. So shout outs to Hertha Berlin, man. They're looking really, really good. So we're going to go back. That's a 2-2 draw. And we're going to run through the other fixtures real quick. Okay, so guys, it's really, you see the thing, I've been experimenting with this Streamlabs OBS, and the browser, it's like I'm still trying to figure out like how to get the things up on the screen, and this thing is a browser source, but it doesn't have a back button, which sucks. So every time I have to go back to a game, it's like, it's really tedious. You know what I mean? But it's fine. Let me take some comments right about now. We have Alfredo Figueroa Valencia. Dom, what's your favorite World Cup year? 2030 or 2042? Those years haven't came yet. My favorite has to be 1998. It was my first World Cup, so I don't understand that question at all. So let's go back down to the match 28 games, and we are going to move on to, we have Hoffenheim beating Koln 3-1. Not going to go too in-depth into these ones. I'm just going to shed some, just catch up, and then I'll go more in-depth in the match day 29 games. So doesn't make sense talking too much about these ones. But Hoffenheim 3, Koln 1. Well-needed win for Hoffenheim. Koln has been poor since the restart. Very, very poor. Fortuna Düsseldorf 2-1 against Schalke. I did watch this game. I think this was when Weston McKennie scored that flying header. Oh, man. Schalke, I think they have gone 11 games. I think 11 games without a win. It's just simply ridiculous what's going on with Schalke. They started the first half of the season. They were magnificent. I didn't even realize that David Wagner had took over the club, and then it has been downhill, man. It has just been downhill, man. I think it's like 11 games without a single win. Scored first and against Düsseldorf. No disrespect to Düsseldorf, but they came back hard and they picked up a win. Augsburg 0, Paderborn 0. Paderborn, the bottom team, and well needed point. Well needed point. Good point. Augsburg, I think they're in a safe zone right about now. Union Berlin 1, Mainz 1. Good point for both teams who are not in the best of situations right about now. So, match day 28, all caught up. If you want to go and hear what I had to say about. So, let's talk about match 29, guys. Match day 29, there's still another match to be played to catch up on these fixtures. That will be played tomorrow. I think it will be Werder against, I think it's Werder against Eintracht. No, it's Werder against another team. I can't remember, but it might be against Frankfurt. But it's Werder, definitely Werder. So, guys, let's talk about match week 29 really, really quick. So, let me go back here and go to current match day. That'll be easier to deal with. Okay, no. Previous match day. Match day 29. All right. So guys, let's talk about match 29. All right. So first match, Freiburg 0, Leverkusen 1. Kai Havertz scoring a crappy goal, not a crappy goal, a scrappy goal in the second half. I saw this game, I could remember that goal. Very, very scrappy. Toe poke past the goalkeeper, rolled into the back of the net. Big win for Leverkusen there. So we're going to get into this match a bit. Just a quick bit. We're going to get into this match. Assists by Leon Bailey, who I think was kind of wasteful in this game. He was very, very wasteful. And, you know, he's been recently linked to Manchester City. And I was like, I don't know about that one, though. Jamaican and all, you know, Caribbean man and all. But I'm like, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. Seriously. I don't know. And Leon Bailey, if you're watching this, man, I don't know, you know, no hard feelings, no disrespect to you or anything. But I don't know how you go fit it at Man City replacing Sane. I don't know about that one. So we have Donovan McCrabb up in here. Schalke Fantasy Dreams playing for the Champions League reality mid-table. Well, look, Schalke, they have been in really terrible form, man. Really, really terrible form. But Freiburg versus Leverkusen. Freiburg didn't look too bad. They were holding their own, and then Kai Havertz happened. He has been brilliant. Brilliant. 11th goal of the season, becoming the youngest player to get to 35 goals in the Bundesliga in his career. And he has been the youngest player to reach 100 Bundesliga appearances as well. Over 100. The man is still 20. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. But Havertz, man, whoever gets their hand on Havertz, they're going to be very, 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 very lucky. This is one hell of a player. Very, very young. And he has a lot to offer going forward. For these games, guys, I'm not going to have the all the tidbits, like all the things that happen in the matches, because I really can't remember every single thing that happened in the games. And even the games that I saw, like my when it comes to that, my memory isn't that good. Because I do watch a lot of matches. That's the thing. Adam Opashich is up in here. Man City doesn't need a replacement winger, in my opinion. Yeah, but the thing is, if you sell a player, you could bring one in. But I think this would be a perfect opportunity to actually promote someone from the youth team. You know what I mean? So a player like Jaden Braff could be promoted, and he could have like a kind of, could be on the periphery of the team. On the bench, learning, you know, it's you know, you learn a lot on the bench, and a few minutes here and there when the match is in control, few minutes here and there, or maybe come off the bench to work some magic. We see Barcelona do it with Ansu Fati, you know what I'm saying? So why can't Manchester City promote the youth like these other teams are doing? Like, I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. That's how you make stars. So just promote the youth players, man. You know what I mean? Just promote the youth players. But big win there for Bayer Leverkusen. Huge, huge win. And they are 5th right now in the table. 53 points with that win. Tied on points with Borussia Mönchengladbach, who's also on 53 points, but has a better goal difference. Freiburg, they're currently 8th in the league. Not bad at all. Not bad. Not bad. I think for Freiburg, this is a club that just want to survive and keep playing Bundesliga football every season. And to be 8th right now is magnificent. What more can you ask for? But for Leverkusen, they're trying to get that Champions League spot. Champions League means you get more money. You know, you get to showcase your talent on a bigger scale. And it's just a big win. It's a good situation to be in. Big situation to be in. So what I just noticed about this thing right here is I don't have to press the back button because I have all the matches right under here, guys. You see that right under the score? I have all the matches. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games right under there for me to click and talk about. I think some of the games were actually catch-up matches, and there'll be another catch-up match tomorrow. So all teams will be on 29 games. So we have Josh Byrne, man. Hello, Dominic. How's life, man? Life is challenging these days. You know, it's not tough at all, but it's just challenging, man. Just staying sane and just it's for real, guys. Like, I get up in the morning, I'm like, oh man, I didn't feel like going to work today. I don't feel like going in today. You know what I mean? I have to get to work for 6:30, guys. I get there exactly 6:30. I don't want to be there early and, you know, lingering around the place, and I just want to spend as little time there as possible, the least amount of time there as possible. And as soon as I'm done, I'm straight home. I don't go anywhere. I go to work and back home, and I stay home. I'm not out there doing all these crazy things out there right now. I'm a homebody, you know what I'm saying? And you save a lot of money like that, and, you know what I mean, you stay out of trouble like that too. Definitely. So let's move on to the next game, guys. Not going to go too much into Bayer Leverkusen, but Peter Bosch and his team doing a great job. Very, very great job there. And before I move on, I will talk about the next set of matches coming up, though. The league is over anyway. The league is over. Bayern Munich has already won. So it doesn't really make sense to just talk too much about the Bundesliga unless you're just, you know, you're just having some fun. We're having fun today. So, Wolfsburg 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 2. This was I watched this game. This was a good game. Very, very good game. We had Andre Silva scoring a penalty in the 27th minute. He's been doing a great job there. Seven goals. He's on loan from AC Milan. And that's the thing I don't understand, though. With AC Milan, I don't, like, you send in these guys, Andre Silva, you send in players out on loan and stuff, and then you're in the Serie A, you're struggling. You know what I mean? So I don't get it. I don't get it. So Silva fouled. Silva took the penalty. He scored. Kevin Babu, he equalized a header. Second goal of the season. The new signing brought in from Young Boys of Bern. Very talented player. I'm surprised a team in the Premier League didn't pick him up. Very fast. Very good right back. So Maximilian Arnold set up that goal. Ninth assist of the season. He has been having a fantastic season. So after Oliver Glasner's team equalized, Adi Hutter and his boys scored the winner. And it came from a very, very, very unlikely source. Daichi Kamada scoring his second Bundesliga goal of the season. His second Bundesliga goal ever. And he's now scored in back-to-back games for Frankfurt, which is pretty damn good. You know what I mean? That's a winning goal set up by Bastos, who came off the bench. That's some genius managerial, you know what I mean, tactics right there. You bring off the target, you bring the target man off the bench, win the header, set up Kamada, who put it, you know what I mean, in the back of the net. Pretty dope stuff, if you ask me. I think at one time they had a whole lot of strikers on the field. You know, Adi Hutter is like, man, I need wins because Frankfurt hasn't been playing well since the restart. And I'm just getting something saying there's a citywide curfew. Amber Alert. It's crazy that they could access your phone and send anything to your phone at any given time. It's just crazy, man. So, good win for Frankfurt. They well-needed win. So, Kamada scoring in back-to-back games. He's been ripping it up in the Europa League, though. But for some reason, haven't been able to score in the Bundesliga. But the man, you know, building up his confidence there. And, you know, confidence is everything for a striker. So, Bastos, he has, you know, playing against his former team, Wolfsburg. Remember, he used to bang him in for fun at Wolfsburg. Then he moved to Sporting CP, where he enjoyed his time over there in Portugal. And then went back to Germany to play for Frankfurt. So, good win. Good win for Eintracht. They're now in 12th position. 12th position right about now. And they have 29 points. They need points because that's not too far off from the team in the relegation playoff zone. And I think that team is currently dusted off. So, Frankfurt, you're playing with fire here. You need to continue to pick up the wins. And this is a step in the right direction. Definitely. Wolfsburg, 6th. They look good. Wolfsburg been looking good. Seriously. 42 points right about now. 11 points behind Leverkusen. They're in the Europa League spot right now, and they would want to remain there and play European football next season. But Wolfsburg, they look good. They have looked really, really good. Weghorst, big striker, target man up top, Dutchman, 27 years old. He's been recently saying he would love to play for Liverpool. Who knows, man? Who knows? But I must see him ending up at Tottenham Hotspur playing that Llorente role that got Tottenham to the final of the Champions League. So look out for him moving or something. He would make for a good target, man. He has been scoring a lot of goals in the Bundesliga. Brekalo, young Croatian, he looked good. João Victor, Brazilian, he looks good as well. Stefan, Swissman, all these guys look solid. Max Arnold, Schegler, guys. Schegler, 22-year-old Austrian. I was telling you guys about these the new crop of Austrian players. Konrad Laimer, you have Alaba still there. You have Schegler. Just to name a few of these guys. I'm using him in FIFA career mode right now, and this guy is a beast, I'm telling you. This guy is a beast. I would also love to do some career mode like live and stuff too, guys, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to, iron out the chinks and figure out how to do this thing. Like, I'm lost. I'm seriously lost in terms of, guys, like streaming and all of that, like live streaming a career mode and all of that stuff. I would love that. And there's also Pongracic, as Adam Opacic says, he's a center back, young, talented center back, and that's very good. I don't think he played for Croatia yet, but he recently scored a brace in the previous match, I think. And I think he was the one who committed the foul for the penalty too. So, not the best of matches for him. Good young left back in Roussillon, Jerome Roussillon. Very good left back there. And as you guys can see, he has Caribbean heritage. That's Guadeloupe. A lot of players in France, come out of Guadeloupe. They have Guadeloupe heritage. And there's Keon Castiles, John Anthony Brooks, the American international. He's been solid as well. So, Wolfsburg not looking too bad this season after what they have gone through for the last few seasons, challenging, fighting off relegation and all that stuff. So, not bad at all. For Frankfurt, guys, they were solid in the back there. You see, they have veteran Hasabi in the back there, Hinteregger in the back, and Abraham, veterans in the back there. So they meant business. And hence the reason why they came out with the win. Roda and Kor in the middle there. Chandler, Kostic, Gacinovic, who I don't understand. Gacinovic, he does not score a lot of goals, and he had a lot of opportunities in the game. Didn't do nothing. Kamada and Silva. So, not a bad lineup there. Gelson Fernandez, he will retire at the end of the season. Lucas Toro, who came off the bench, guys. Now remember this one. Came off the bench and picked up, 2 yellow cards in quick succession. Off you go. Toro. Off you go. Jonathan de Guzman. I was like, wait. He plays for Frankfurt? 32 years old. His career is also winding down. Bastos, 31. Frankfurt needs a refresh. They need a refresh. And they were doing well the last couple of seasons, but they cashed in. Luka Jovic. They sold Ante Ribic as well. And they Sebastian Haller. So they let go of a lot of prominent players in their team. And maybe a few more. I'm not naming right now, but still. They cashed in, and they need to definitely invest again, because they're flirting with relegation right about now. Definitely are. So let us move on. Let us move on. Touched enough on this. Hertha 2, Augsburg 0. I don't think I watched this game. Definitely don't think I did. Javier Dilrosun. I'm happy for this player. Very talented Dutch youngster there. Scored his 4th goal of the season. And Christoph Piatek, in the dying embers of the game, scored from a counter-attack set up by Vladimir Darida. So 2-0 win for Hertha Berlin. Big win there. Big win. Hertha has not been bad after the restart. They're currently 9th. And they have 35 points. For Augsburg, they're 13th. And they currently have 31 points. So they need some points. Not safe as yet. Definitely not safe. But Adam Opasic, yeah, he hasn't played for the national team yet. I think I need to do another one of those videos where I talk about players, like 10 players from Croatia who you could see in the national team pretty soon. Antoine Eugene. What's up, Dominic? I'm a Liverpool fan from New York. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, man. I'm just doing my thing. You know, no pressure over here. Just taking up the camera. Talk to you guys about whatever I feel like it. That's what YouTube should be about, you know what I mean? Not stressing yourself out about, you know, numbers and things like that. And, you know, if you're not getting views and all these kind of things, you should just come on and share your thoughts and have fun, you know? Definitely. And that's what we're doing right now, though. That's what we're doing right now. So, Hertha Berlin, you see Grujic in the middle there again. Grujic has been solid, man. 24 years old. I think Hertha might want to hold on to him, though. You see Dedrick Boyata there. He has basically resurrected his career. He has been solid. This guy is good too. Turanariga. Jordan Turanariga, 22-year-old center back. Teams would have their eye on this man as well. So these teams, like look, man. The Bundesliga has so many gems. So many gems, guys. It's like you have Luka Bacchio. I couldn't believe, like, Watford had Luka Bacchio. They didn't want him. Sent him out on loan. And then I think it was when he was with Dusseldorf that he really excelled. And big money. They collected big money for him when he moved to Hertha. I think he became their most expensive signing. Until, you know, they brought in Piatek and they actually bought Lucas Toussaint as well, who would join them at the beginning of next season. Dilrosun. This is a talented youngster. 21-year-old Javier Dilrosun. Surinamese background as well. So, yo, man, there's so many Caribbean, you know, players who plays in these top leagues. Players of Caribbean heritage. So, respect to the Caribbean. I'm from the Caribbean, so you don't know already. You got to shout out the Caribbean. But Augsburg here, man. Oh, so Philip Max didn't play. Maybe that's why they lost. Philip Max probably picked up an injury here. So you see the star man Philip Max not featured in the lineup. They had this guy by the name of Iago. Brazilian, Italian, played at left back there. Maybe he's not that good. He had Lichtsteiner playing. Wow, veteran, 36 years old. He had Sushi, another veteran, 32-year-old, Czech Republic international. And it's you know, Sami Khedira's brother in the middle here. You know, so I just like looking through these things, but let us move on. Let us move on. So, big win for Hertha there. Let us move on to the next fixture. Mainz 0, Hoffenheim 1. So another win for Hoffenheim there. That's 2 wins in a row, right? They did win on match day 28 as well. So that's 2 wins in a row for Hoffenheim. I think. Am I right? Maybe. Maybe. But we're talking about match day 29 right now. But Hoffenheim not doing too bad right now. Currently 39 points after 29 matches. Not bad at all. They're safe. They're safe. Their manager moved on, and they're currently managed by Alfred Schreider. Used to be managed by Julian Nagelsmann, of course. So when I did the Bundesliga thing where I was picking the team, guys, I forgot I couldn't even remember a single player from Hoffenheim, and now I'm looking back at it, I'm like, oh yeah, I understand why. I know Samaseku, but I didn't remember him. I know Manus de Boer. He has been all over the place. RB Salzburg to Sevilla, now to the Bundesliga. You know, Braun Larsen, I know these guys, Jacob Braun Larsen, Skov. I know Baumgartner. I know these guys. I know Sebastian Rudy, but I just couldn't remember them, man. I just couldn't remember these players. So in this game, 1-0 to Hoffenheim. He had the goal coming from Ilyas Bebu, scoring with his right foot, his fourth goal of the season, set up by Diade Samaseku, the man from Guinea. He had a penalty miss in this game from Steven Zuber. So Hoffenheim could have scored twice, but Florian Müller scored Zuber's penalty. You might know Kramaric, but he's injured too. Oh yeah, I do know Kramaric, and he is not injured anymore. He came back. I did see him playing. He's injured again, maybe. I don't know, but I could swear I saw Andre Kramaric on the field the other day. Maybe on the previous match day. But he's definitely back. I think he's back. Maybe I'm wrong, but he's back. But Mainz, man. Mainz is currently struggling. 15th in the league right about now. And they only have 28 points. 1 point above Fortuna Düsseldorf. So Düsseldorf could actually jump out of the relegation place. And Mainz could replace them. So Mainz, come on, man. You guys need to do better than that. You look at their team right now. Look at their team. Where is Kunde? Pierre Kunde Malong. He didn't start the game. He had a good game when they came back and picked up the draw against Koln. Did watch this game. I've been watching a lot of Bundesliga, man. But Quaison haven't really been scoring like he used to. Like, he's been very good this season, but he's been missing. Botas. All these guys need to step up, man. They have Owani playing for this team as well. It seems like he's injured. He's picked up. He wasn't even on this. He wasn't even on the team sheet. So that's a youngster from Liverpool over there on loan. I'm not seeing. Oh yeah, he did start this game after some brilliant performances off the bench. He did get a start. So yeah. So we have Namdi Wachukwu. What's up, man? How are you doing? Joseph Felice, how are you, man? Donovan McCrabb, Zidane 28. Shout outs to everybody up in here. Right about now, we're just taking a look at the Bundesliga. Danke, Bundesliga. Hallo, Bundesliga. So, let us move on to the next game. Schalke 0. Werder Bremen 1. Guys, Bremen are struggling and they beat Schalke. I didn't watch this game, but what is going on with Schalke, man? What is going on with Schalke? This is not telling us what went on in the game or anything, but what the hell is going on with Schalke? I think it's about 11 games without a single victory. This is not good. And the thing is, they actually, a lot of their players are injured. The big strikers are injured. So you have guys like Caligiuri misfiring as well. He's a source of a lot of their goals and assists. Rabbi Motondo, he left Man City. He's another player that left Man City. Like Jadon Sancho, another youngster, without getting first team opportunities and excelled in the Bundesliga. Gregor Rich, he's on loan from, I can't remember, but I think he's on loan for, I can't remember. But let's click on it and know where he's on loan from. And he's currently on loan from Augsburg, yeah. And the thing about it, guys, he did play against Augsburg the other day. So that's what I also like about the Bundesliga. It's between the parent team to decide whether the player could come up against you. So I was like, pretty cool, man. I like that. I actually like that they could play against their parent club. Premier League doesn't allow that. Champions League, that is also allowed. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, man, Schalke been struggling. Let's just click on Schalke real quick. Let's go a little off tangent a bit there. Because Schalke is definitely a case study. So you look at Schalke, guys. Alexander Nubel, I don't know what he is thinking. And maybe that's one of the reasons too, guys, why they are on the downward spiral. Because, for example, you have Alexander Nubel, young, very talented goalkeeper. He was doing so well. He was the club captain, guys. And then he decided to join Bayern Munich. Like, I don't know what he's thinking. Manuel Neuer ain't going nowhere. Just signed a new contract. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know if he thinks that he's going to be like the Champions League keeper or something. Or maybe he's just satisfied with just being a Bayern Munich player. And there's Ulreich over there. Ulreich was the number one keeper when got injured. When Neuer got injured. And he didn't do a bad job at all. So Ulreich was actually saying like, nah, you're not going to come over here and leapfrog me. You're going to be number 3. So really and truly, he's number 3. He's only 23, so he maybe he knows what he's doing. But what if he's not good enough? And what if Bayern Munich goes in for maybe like a bigger keeper when Neuer eventually retires? So that move was a dummy move. And maybe that's the reason why Schalke are struggling, because then they put Markus Schubert in the goal. He's a new player that came up from what? Dresden. That club is definitely Dynamo Dresden. And they trust him in the goal. He's 21 years old. He's been making mistakes left, right, and center. And that's what's costing the team. After Nubel decided to join Bayern Munich, the fans turned against him. And now the manager has him on the bench. He can't play. He haven't been playing. So maybe what they need to do is put Nubel back in the goal in order to save their season. But I don't think that's going to happen, because then what message would you be sending to Markus Schubert? You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Listen. Schalke is in a mess right about now. They brought in Tobido from Barcelona, but the thing with Schalke, I think Wagner is too much youth. It's like he's playing too many young players in the team, too many raw players in the team. And it's either going to go really good or it's going to go really bad, and it's going really bad right about now. So that's the outcome. Look at the injuries, guys. You have Saud Seda. He's one of their best players. 23-year-old German international. He's recently broke out on the scene. He's injured. Amin Harit, the young Moroccan international, live wire, 22 years old, he's injured. That's where the goals were coming from. So if you guys are wondering what's going on with Schalke, this is what is going on with Schalke. And I think these players did feature after the restart. Seda for sure, I know. And they were actually worried about players getting injured after the restart. That's why 5 substitutes are allowed now. And it's happening. It is definitely happening. They brought in guys like Benito Raman and you see Levant Mekan, but these are no-name guys. You know, guys trying to make a name for themselves. And Wagner hasn't been using Guido Burgstaller. He's not been in great form, but the thing is, I don't know if some of you guys remember a few seasons ago when Schalke, they were struggling and they bought Guido Burgstaller from the Bundesliga too, and he was just ripping it up, scoring for fun. Football, I'm telling you, it's such a cruel sport, and they're so ungrateful, I'm telling you. It's like you could do so well last season or the season before, and a new manager come in, and they just change up the whole style of play, and they have preferences of players, and it throw you off. It messes with your confidence. It just kills your whole momentum. Hence the reason why the man can't score, because his morale is very low. You know what I mean? Ahmed Kutucu, young German Turkish forward there, he look okay, but Come on, these guys are not the answer. Rabbi Matondo, these guys haven't been stepping up. Weston McKennie has been one of their best players, if not their best player in the league so far. But he can't do everything. He's trying to defend. He's trying to play midfield. He's scoring goals. He can't do everything. You know what I mean? Shout out to the American there. He's a good player. Very, very talented player. So who knows? Maybe he could move on to bigger things. And I saw something the other day. He's actually mixed. I think his father is black and his mom is white. So when you see him, step up like that and, do the George Floyd thing and all, he understands. He definitely understands. He's from an interracial marriage there. He understands. John Joe Kenny, he has been very good there on loan from Everton. So Schalke, they have talented players, but guys, they you don't know these players. You don't know these players. They need, and yes, Donovan McCrabb, Huntelaar retired last season for Ajax, but they need someone like Huntelaar. And the commentator was saying that. They need a Huntelaar. They need a Raul. They need a big player that, the team's going to play around. They're trying to do that, but it's like they're starting from scratch. And if you're going to try to start from scratch, you might end up going down. I think this guy Wagner might get sacked. They love to sack in the Bundesliga. I think Wagner could get sacked. It'll be harsh, but I think he could get sacked. Again, he got sacked from Huddersfield. Rightfully too, because I don't know. He did the same thing at Huddersfield. That's the thing. I don't know what it is with Wagner and his clubs. He just likes to say, yeah, I could deal with these cut price players. I could deal with these players. Yeah. This'll do. That'll do. No. Come on. You know what I mean? You need stars. But the thing is, you bring in the stars and then they leave and they go to Bayern Munich. So any way you put it, man, it's difficult. It is really difficult. It is really difficult for these Bundesliga clubs. So let's get back to the thing, man. That was good. That was good going off tangent there, talking about Schalke 04. And I think Schalke was in the Champions League when? Was it this season or last season we played against them? So I think it's like, I can't even remember, guys. My memory, I'm telling you, is like so messed up. It's good and messed up at the same time because I'm telling you, I would remember things from a game that I just saw, but then things that happened last week or 2 weeks ago, guys, I cannot remember unless you bring it up and I'm like, oh, yeah. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Okay, so let us move on again, guys. The next game, Bayern 5, Fortuna Düsseldorf 0. We are almost an hour in. We're doing pretty good. This is mainly a Bundesliga stream. So if I could wrap up the Bundesliga in the next 15 to 20 minutes and then we get to general things after, that'll be great. So Bayern 5, Fortuna Düsseldorf 0. Saw this game. I was falling asleep during this game. I woke up. I was doing all sorts of things during this game. And I looked away, they scored. I'm like, they could have scored 10. They could have scored 10, I'm telling you. And last time around, they actually had, I think the last time around, they actually battered Fortuna Düsseldorf too. So it's just, it was just another warm-up session, man. It was just another warm-up session for Bayern Munich. So in this game, we had an own goal by Zanka, Matthias Jurgensen, I think his name is, real name. Benjamin Pavard scored a header, set up by Kimmich, his 8th assist of the season, Pavard's 4th goal of the season. Lewandowski, he scored his 28th goal of the season. Muller with the assist, 18th for the season. I think he has now broken Kevin De Bruyne's record, Bundesliga record. Lewandowski again, 29 goals of the season. Gnabry with his 11th assist. And then Alphonso Davies scoring his 3rd goal of the season. 7th assist by Leon Goretzka. What a team. What a team, man. Seriously. Cuisin's coming off the bench and he looked good. He looked good. He looked like a confident youngster. Replaced Luca Hernandez, who came in the defense. I think they rested Boateng for this game. Definitely did rest Boateng. And to touch on Hernandez, I've been hearing rumors that Hernandez could be put in the deal for Leroy Sané, like a swap deal. I would love that, though. Just to mention that, I would love that. I didn't make a video on it, but I would definitely love that swap deal because we need a quality defender. But the thing is, Bayern just paid 80 million euros for Hernandez, and this is his first season. He has been used sparingly. So I don't think they're going to get rid of Hernandez just like that. I don't think so. But I would love him, though. That would be a fair swap deal if you ask me, because Sané is worth a lot, and we need defenders. Big time. You know, Ivan Perisic, it would be nice if he makes his deal permanent, but I don't know. Maybe he'll go to China. I don't know. Kingsley Coman off. Kingsley Coman has been very, let's say, underwhelming if you ask me. I think one of the weak links in this Bayern team, or maybe he's just low on confidence. A lot of time he overcooks his crosses. He hasn't been at his best. Adriozola, on loan from Real Madrid. That's a signing they could look to make permanent. Pavard, young Frenchman, came up from Stuttgart, who got relegated. So you see there, Stuttgart, one of their best players, a World Cup winner. Bayern Munich took him. You see that? So how is Stuttgart going to progress? How are they going to progress? And to talk about Stuttgart, guys, I had no idea, absolutely no idea, the Bundesliga 2 was going on. I was telling my wife that. I was like, yo, not like she actually cared, but I just need somebody to talk to sometimes. I was like, yo, I was watching the Bundesliga, and do you know the Bundesliga 2 was actually playing? I didn't even know. Yeah, Bundesliga 2 has been going on, guys. So just know that. Just know that. So the Bayern team is just stacked up, man. Look at the bench. Boateng, Javi Martinez, 31, career winding down. Sarpreet Singh, he's Indian and what? What is that? Australian, New Zealand? He's from Bayern Munich too, but he was on the bench. So it'll be interesting if he gets an opportunity. And I think Indian law, they prevent players who are born outside of India to play for the national team or something like that. They need to change these laws. So we have Donovan McCrabb saying that Stuttgart and Arminia Bielefeld getting promoted. I did look at the table the other day too, so yeah. So maybe we could touch on Bundesliga 2 before we move on. So we have Oliver Batista Meyer as well. He is a 19-year-old German-Brazilian. Very talented. I'm on the verge of actually buying him in my career mode save right now. And guys, just to touch on career mode really quick. I actually destroyed my controller because I was so frustrated. I started playing FIFA again and my emotions got the better of me. And I bought a new controller. Pretty sweet, right? The camo, match the hat and everything. It's pretty sweet. The thing is, PS5 is actually coming out pretty soon. I don't know if I'm going to get the PS5 just yet. I just might get it. I don't know. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just deal with this for now. But would this controller be compatible with a PS5? I don't know. That's the thing. But ever since I bought this controller, guys, I've been playing better. I play world class. Not bad. World class just below what? Legendary. And I'm good. Before, I used to play professional. That's my mode I used to play, professional. And I used to score a lot of goals. Because I'm playing the game to have fun. World class, I think the middle mode is fair enough. And it's pretty difficult in world class. To move to, I might just play legendary pretty soon. If I, continue to improve, I might just play legend. Oh, New Zealand and India. Yeah. I might just play legendary pretty soon. He might just, this guy Sarpreet Singh should just end up and play for the Kiwis because, World Cup 2026, 48 teams, they will be there. You're going to get an opportunity to play at World Cup. So, yeah. But, guys, I am looking to stream in the future. I do have, a capture card, the thing to, see, I have this. I bought this quite a while back. I think I even bought this in 2018. Yeah, I think I bought this in 2018. I probably need an update right now, but I'm still trying to figure it out. So, guys, if any one of you are in here who actually knows how to live stream gaming and set up gaming, hit me up, man. Hit me up on my Instagram or something, Dominic Rich FC. Hit me up on Twitter, Dominic Rich FC. Hit me up on the email, dominicrichfc@gmail.com. So we could actually figure out this thing. If there's any one of you guys who want to help me. So let's go back. But this guy, Oliver Batista Maya, I think I might just buy him in my save right now. But I would love to do the career mode with you guys. So like right now, we would be like doing it and you guys would be, you know, watching me play and stuff like that. It'll be fun. But maybe, now I think about it, maybe I should look into buying the PC version for the game so I could actually just, I'm right here so I don't have to have a TV over there looking at. I could just use my big monitor here and everything and play the game on screen right here and just, you know, maybe I'll look into that. But let's move on, guys. Let us move on. Joshua Zirkzee, Ivan Perisic, Hans-Dieter Flick has been made permanent manager and he has been doing a great job. Fortuna Düsseldorf wasn't so fortunate on the day. They bagged 5 goals. You know what I'm saying? 5 goals. Shout outs to the man, Eric Tommy. What a name. Love the name. Eric Tommy. What up, Mr. Tommy? But this guy Zanka might be a bad luck charm though. Might just be a bad luck charm. He's from what? Zambia, I think? What is that nationality? Is that a Zambian flag? But he was at Huddersfield. They got relegated and, you know, not doing too well here. Not doing too well at all. You know what I mean? But, guys, to touch on Fortuna Düsseldorf, they do have this guy, Valen Berisha, the Kosovan international. One of their most talented players. He used to play for Norway as well. So maybe he could be the lucky charm and save them from going down. They're doing good. They're not doing too good. Uwe Rosler, not doing too bad right now. They're currently in 16th. That's the relegation playoff spot. And they will play the third place team in Bundesliga 2 to see if they survive or if they go down. So they're still safe. They're still safe. And the way they're playing right now, they could actually stay up. They're missing Dodi Lukabakio big time because they actually had him on loan. Wasn't able to pay the 20-something million that Watford wanted for him. He went to Hertha. So, yeah, that's that. And he had a great season for them last season, I think. So, Bayern Munich, number 1. They will win their 8th title in a row. No doubt about it. They're one of the favorites to win the Champions League this season as well. I do think so. The team is just rock solid. They're linked. You know, they're in the news all the time with the whole Leroy Sané situation. And I hope they don't get him. Seriously. Because Sané is a beast. He's a beast. But Bayern has already won the league, guys. No need to stay on this anymore. They have already won the league. We're going to get to the match day 30 fixtures pretty soon. But let's wrap this up. Another game that I actually saw, guys. Borussia Mönchengladbach. Marco Rose and his boys whooped Union Berlin 4-1. Very, very, very commanding performance. Very commanding. So we had Florian Neuhaus. This is a talented player, guys. For some of you guys who don't know, talented players, we are actually doing scouting as well. So you're getting to learn a lot about these players. You know what I'm saying? I watch some YouTubers, guys, football YouTubers, and I'm like, and I hear them talking. They don't know a lot. I know a lot of players. This is not no bragging or anything. But they don't know certain. And I'm like, you don't know this player? Like, but Florian Neuhaus, man, very, very good player, man. Guys, I actually think he might end up at 23 years old. He might actually end up at if he's not going to be a one-club man, he might actually end up at Bayern Munich or another club. But, guys, remember the name Florian Neuhaus. Remember the name. And he has no relation to Manuel Neuer. But Florian Neuhaus. 4th goal of the season. He's been the rock in the middle of the field. Set up by Patrick Herrmann, who didn't have a very good game. And, guys, Patrick Herrmann is a one-club man. He has been with Borussia Mönchengladbach for quite some time. He didn't have the best of the game. I think he's one of the weakest links in the team. Marcus Thuram, man. He has been magnificent this season. Bagged the brace. First goal was his 9th of the season. Set up by Alessandro Playa. A player who I definitely admire. He used to be at Nice. Used to link up well with Mario Balotelli and guys like Coziello, and who else was at Nice at that time? Was it Roberto Pereira, who now plays for Leicester, and a whole bunch of other very talented guys. When Nice actually almost made it to the Champions League, they were in the Europa League though, and they were challenging for the Ligue 1 title. Player was a part of that. Him and Marcus Thuram links up very well. They're both Frenchmen. They link up very well. Marcus Thuram, the son of former French legend Lilian Thuram, who I actually discovered for the first time in 1998. So Marcus Thuram, he's a big guy, man. He's a big guy. I didn't know he was so huge. He's only 22 years old. You see, he has Caribbean background. I think that's Guadeloupe as well. Yeah, I think that's Guadeloupe. The other one with the snakes is Martinique. So, yo, if you have to put together a Caribbean team, it'll be sick. So, player with his 9th assist this season. He has 10 goals, 9 assists. That's some ridiculous numbers. And look at the before I move on to the 3rd goal, Sebastian Andersen did score a goal to bring Union Berlin back in the game. That was his 12th goal of the season, and he has also been one of their best players. Set up by Ing Watson, 3rd assist. But then you have Thuram and Player linking up again for his 10th goal and Player's 10th assist. These guys are combining very, very well, and Borussia Mönchengladbach would want to hold on to these guys if they are to do anything next season, if they are to actually challenge for a title in the future. They were actually looking good for the title this year, but they fell off. Bayern Munich pulled things back together, and they went past the likes of Borussia Mönchengladbach. Player actually got into the act scoring his 10th goal of the season to go with 10 assists, set up by Rami Bensebaini. And that's not a bad left back to have in your team at all. So if there's any team out there looking for left backs, Bensebaini is a very, very good option. African Cup of Nations winner with Algeria. So pretty good, man. The Mönchengladbach is looking good. They're looking really, really good. So not going to go too much more into this game. So Gladbach, they're actually 4th right now. And they have 53 points. Better goal difference than Leverkusen. So they're actually in the Champions League spots right about now. And they would want to do their best to stay right there. So that was match day 28. They actually have 56 points now. So wait. Did they play again after that? I don't think so. Why did this thing come up like this? They're 4th right now. Oh, I'm actually looking at the match day 28 thing. So they have 56 points right now. Better goal difference than Leverkusen still. Yes, but 56 points. As for Union, man, who weren't looking too bad. They weren't looking too bad at all. But they're falling off a bit. 31 points. They could be, looking at relegation again, and this is their first season in the Bundesliga, so they need to get some wins under their belts again. So, Let us move on, guys. Paderborn 1, Dortmund 6. This was one hell of a game because, guys, as you could see right there, it was 0-0 at halftime. It was 0-0 at halftime. And that's what I like about this whole thing, guys. It's very interactive. You could see on the screen and everything. And we could just both, absorb the information there. So, Nando Torres is saying Man City has started to become big comparing to 2009 City. What do you mean by that? I don't get it. Ryan Lambie says second, third, and fourth place are very close right now in the Bundesliga. Yes, that's the hottest topic right now. Second, third, fourth, and fifth. Forget about first because it's wrapped up already. It's wrapped up. But big win for Dortmund, man. Bouncing back after the loss against Bayern Munich, of course. Basically fell out of the title race. 0-0 at halftime. 0-0 at halftime. I couldn't believe it. And then Borussia Dortmund, they just went crazy in the second half. Torgan Hazard set up by Chan, 54th minute. Sancho, first of his 3 goals, and that's when he celebrated by taking off his jersey and, for George Floyd and all. 15th goal of the season there. He is now on 17 goals this season, and he has already racked up 17 assists too. He didn't pick up any assists in this game, which is kind of weird that they scored 6. He scored 3, but he didn't pick up any assists. So when he does an assist, he scores. And this is, I think, is his first start this season. He didn't start the first 3 games after the restart. Not this season. After the restart. Not this season. What am I saying? But Sancho set up by Brandt there. Some good goals though. He scored some very, very good goals, showing that he's versatile with both left and right. The thing is, after Sancho's second goal, we had Hunemeyer scoring a penalty after an Emre Can handball. Chan was actually saying that wasn't a handball, but they have the VAR over there and everything. Bam, referee pointed to the spot. They scored. They were back in the game. But 2 minutes later, Sancho was like, listen, man, you ain't back in no game. He scored with his left foot this time. And that was set up by Torgan Hazard, who has 13 assists this season to go with his 7 goals. What a season this guy is having, man. And he was a former Borussia Mönchengladbach player, if I could recall. So he's stepping up. Ashraf Hakimi. These guys have been really good. Him along with it's the other guy named there. Can't remember his name there. Guerrero, yeah. Set up by Schmelzer. I think Schmelzer came off the bench. Veteran left back there, guys. You could see 32-year-old German. And then Schmelzer got into the act, scoring his first goal in a very long time. Set up by Axevitzer, who did come off the bench, who left China, I think he was, and came back to the Bundesliga. I loved when he did that because you're wasting time in China, man. You go there for a season, collect the big money, and then you come back. That's what players should do. Sancho set up by Mateo Mori. I think that was actually his debut this season. So very, 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 very good prospect there. Words are not flowing there. But Murray looking good. I also saw him in my FIFA 20 career mode there. So that's a way also discovering very, very good young players. So Mario Götze didn't get a run out. Giovanni Reina did get a run out. He almost scored, I think. And Dortmund are looking good. They definitely will pick up Champions League football for next season if they don't implode. But they're looking good. They're looking good. Lucien Favre, who I heard he could actually leave at the end of the season. But why leave at the end of the season when you put together a very good team this season? Remember last summer they splashed a lot of cash. You actually building up momentum for next season. So if but who knows if they're able to keep Sancho. Who knows if Hakimi, I think his deal is running down. Excuse me. Who knows if he'll stay or go back to Real Madrid. Who knows what will happen to some of these guys. You know what I'm saying? So Dortmund, Marco Reus always injured. Dortmund will always, it seems like they would always play second fiddle to Bayern Munich. There always be some kind of project going on there. And before I forget, guys, I have one more game to go through. But before I forget, I have to go back to this Bayer Leverkusen Freiburg match because I want to mention something. This player, guys, Florian Wirtz, 17-year-old player making his debut. When I saw Matteo Morey, I actually remembered Wirtz. So that tells you guys I'm not making this up when I'm watching the games. He had a solid game. He almost scored. See that? His current club is saying Bayer Leverkusen under 17. He is touted to be the next Havertz. So if they lose Havertz, they have Wirtz. So it's like a factory, guys. You know what I mean? It's like a factory. It's like a revolving door. You go out, we make money. Wirtz, you step up, come into the first team, then later we make more money from you. And it's just a business, guys. It's just a business. It's just a business. So everything is permitted. Ask, hi, Rich, do you think Hakimi is top 10 right back? Definitely. Definitely. So we have Alfredo Figueroa Valencia saying, my favorite football soccer YouTuber too. Who, me? You for real? He also says, see you next time. Dom, speak of the FIFA World Cup. Be stay present. See you next time. All right, man. Take care. Guys, just a little golden nugget here. I am working on a designated World Cup channel. Like my channel where I'm only talking about FIFA World Cup stuff. That's it. That's it. I'm kind of niching down. There will still be this channel. There's still going to be the Domination channel where I react to stuff. But I want to have a channel where I'm just talking about World Cup football. Like I'm making these videos to just give people information. Like it's going to be like somewhat of search friendly content. Like when people search for something, I'm there to pop up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on that. So we have Wael Yusuf here. I'm okay, man. How are you doing? I'm fine. But let's get to the last game, guys. Koln 2, RB Leipzig 4. This was a very exciting match. And this was a game where Jean Cordoba picked up the injury after opening the scoring here. It says a tap-in, but it was not a tap-in. It was a very good left-footed shot from a rebound. His 12th goal of the season. And what's interesting, guys, is that they were saying that Jean Cordoba did not score in the first 11 Bundesliga match days. And there were also a stat where before that, in the last 70 plus matches, he had only scored 10 goals. So the man got his mojo back. And I think he's still very young. He's still about like 26. Yeah, 27. So very good Colombian striker there. Very, very big and very, very physical. He would fit the Premier League very, very well. He would fit the Premier League like a lower table team or championship team. He would fit English football very, very well. So they scored for us, but not before Patrick Schick scored, set up by Angelino. And I'm going to go a little off tangent here about Angelino, who was a menace in this game. Why Angelino wasn't playing so good for Manchester City that he had to go out on loan at RB Leipzig. You know what I mean? In the few opportunities that he got, he wasn't so impressive. Maybe he felt like the pressure was, weighing down on him too much. And he's like, oh man, this guy Pep is always on my back. Every time I look over at the dugout, there's Pep over there just looking at me and just raising up his arms. I can't deal with this guy Pep no more. And he went to RB Leipzig where he's ripping it up. You know what I'm saying? It says 1 assist for the season, but Angelino has been a menace since he moved there on loan. And I think they would try to make his deal permanent. If City are smart and they want to do some good business, what they should try to do is leave Angelino over there if he's suiting the system better and try to get Upamecano, Klosterman, or Nardi Makuli or Ibrahima Kanote. I think he's currently injured right now, but if they could get Nardi Makuli, who could also, he's a right back, he could also play as a centre back. All these guys could play anywhere. All these guys could play anywhere. Halstenberg, I think Halstenberg is currently injured, or he picked up a red card or something the last game, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. But I think Halstenberg did pick up a red card, though, if I'm not mistaken. But if City is smart, leave Angelino there and take somebody. You know what I mean? Like, look, listen. I know Forsberg is 28, but I'll take Forsberg. You know, he's out of favor over there. Market value for Angelino is up right now, 17 mil. Forsberg, his market value, 22 mil. Forsberg I'll take to be a squad man. Very talented, very, very experienced for Sweden and for RB Leipzig. You know what I mean? I'll take Willie Orban as a defender, but he's the club captain. But still, City need to do some better business here. They need to do some better business. But Nkunku scoring his 5th goal of the season to go with his 13, 15, 100 assists that he's been bagging. Conrad Lima with assists there. 6 assists for the season. I remember him playing at right back one match and picking up an assist too. Timo Werner, 25th goal of the season, set up by Peter Galashi with the very, very good vision as a goalkeeper. That was some good, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm telling you. And Dani Olmo scoring his first Bundesliga goal after transferring from Dinamo Zagreb in the summer. So, guys, we saw a lot of injuries in this game here. For Koln especially. John Cordoba went off injured. Florian Kainz went off injured. And I think there was another player who came on and then was kind of injured again. But it was, let me double check here. If it was, yes, I think Kadabak got injured at the back end of the game. So I'm right. Noah Kadabak, very talented 19-year-old left back. He got injured at the back end of the game, but I don't know if it was like just from fatigue or from cramp or if it's a real injury. But a lot of players have been picking up injuries, but that's why you have big squads. So this was a fun and exciting game to watch as well. So that's a wrap, guys. That's a wrap for the Bundesliga recap, which I had to do, guys. Listen, like, I feel bad if I start something and I'm not consistent. So I'm like, listen, I took a few days break, but I'm like, I have to come live and I have to touch on all these things because that's not me. I don't like to leave things incomplete. So let me go back. Let me just talk about the table real quick. I don't need to go back there, but let me talk about the table real quick and touch on RB Leipzig. They are now third, 58 points, 2 points behind Dortmund. I think they do have a match against Dortmund as well, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but we'll get there. We'll look at the future fixtures. But Leipzig are looking good for second. They're looking good for second, but looking strong for third. But you never know, because Gladbach are looking good as well, and Bayer Leverkusen are looking good as well. So, yeah. So that's the top 5. The top 5 is the main topic here. The middle teams now, you have Wolfsburg, you have Wolfsburg, Hoffenheim. They're in European places. I think some of them could go into I think 1 or 2 of them go into the Europa League playoffs, and I'm not 100% sure, but they're looking solid there. Freiburg, not too good after the restart, but they're still strong there. Hertha, still strong. Schalke, despite dropping all those points, still strong at 10th. 37 points. They're safe. I think they're safe. 34 match season, 37 points should be safe for relegation. Premier League, 38 games, 40 points is a safe zone. So that should be safe. Koln, I think Koln is safe. Haven't been good after the restart, but they should be safe as well. Frankfurt, not safe. Not safe as yet, but I think Frankfurt, they will be safe. Same for Augsburg and Union Berlin. The teams that have to be really worried right now, Mainz, Düsseldorf, Werder Bremen, and Paderborn. Paderborn, I think they're going down for sure. But Werder, they're still in the fight. Düsseldorf, still in the fight. I'm really worried about Mainz. Really, really worried about. I have a bad feeling about Mainz, guys. They might just go down. They look like a Bundesliga 2 team too. So that's the recap of the table. Let's take a look at the next fixtures, guys. I think there's a rearranged match. We're going to look at it right here. A rearranged match. And it's between Werder and Frankfurt, which will take these teams up to 29 games each. And that will be played tomorrow, 2:30 my time. I'm going to try to catch it, but I have to drop my wife to work. And then I'm going to be with my son for the next 8 hours in the evening. So you know how that goes. Some of you guys in here who has kids, you know how it goes with that. So that's the rearranged fixture. Werder, they're at home and they need to pick up some points. If Werder Bremen are able to pick up 3 points here, they will jump straight out of the relegation spot, and they would actually, if they could score big, they could go above Mainz. But I think they would go just above Düsseldorf in the relegation playoff zone right there. As for Frankfurt, they need to keep winning. They need to keep winning. They had a win in their last game. They need to keep winning if they are to, fight off that relegation scare and move closer to that Europa League spot. Still in reach, not out of reach yet. But they will go up to 35 points if they pick up a win, 33 points if they pick up a draw. So let us get back to the next match day, which would be match 29. Well, current match day 30 would be the next match day. We have Freiburg against Gladbach. RB Leipzig against Paderborn. That should be a win for Leipzig. Gladbach and Freiburg, guys, that could go anyway, but Gladbach are looking good. Leverkusen against Bayern Munich, man. Oh my goodness. This is on Saturday. I got to watch this one. I'm going to check out Bundesliga too, and I will talk La Liga after I'm done with this thing here. Doreen Rose asked what you think about Cunha. I like that player, Cunha. I think he's a very, very talented player, and he has a bright future ahead of him. Hertha will definitely not be the last club he plays for. So the Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich match will be a big one. If Leverkusen somehow manages to pick up 3 points and Dortmund pick up 3 points, it could make things interesting again. When Dortmund play Hertha, it could make things very interesting. Frankfurt play Mainz. That's a good game for them. Very, very good game for them. And let me see. After they play Bremen, they play Mainz. Two good matches for them. Düsseldorf, they play Hoffenheim, who are currently in good form. They're on the up, as you guys could see. They're in the green there, 7 going up. Dortmund play Hertha. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a very good game. Saturday have some very, very good games. This Sunday, Werder Bremen against Wolfsburg. The 2 teams who play in green, they're going to play against each other. They're going to be in different kits, of course. Union play Schalke. This is a game where Schalke could try to get their mojo back, but it's against Union. It's going to be tough. And Augsburg, they play Koln. It's going to be a good match as well. Guys, at the end of this all, I'm going to be a Bundesliga expert. Just remember that. I'm going to be a Bundesliga expert because I plan to continue doing this. So maybe one day out of the week, next season, I'll be here talking about the Bundesliga. You know what I'm saying? So I love doing this thing, man. I love doing this thing. So let's look at the top goal scoring charts right here. Lewandowski on top. We're just going to click that right there. Lewandowski on top, 29 goals, way ahead of the rest. Timo Werner, 25 goals. We have Jadon Sancho, guys, in third, 17 goals. Amazing. And I just saw a news article that says he's worth every single bit of that 100 mil that he's been rated for. So, definitely, I agree. Sebastian Anderson of Union Berlin in fourth with 12 goals. Robin Quaison with 12 goals. Remember I was talking about Quaison earlier for some of you guys who have stuck around. He is going through a goal drought right about now. But look at Jadon Sancho's age, guys. 20. Look at the top 10. 20. He's the youngest by far. By 4 years. This is ridiculous. John Cordoba. Hemmings. Gnabry. Niederlechner. Marco Reus injured. Kai Havertz 11. And Kai Havertz only just crept up there because he's been good after the restart. But guys, the goal scoring in the Bundesliga, it's poor, man. It's really poor. It's poor. Not enough guys with close to 20 goals, in my opinion. It's like these guys should, like player with 11, with 10 goals, 10 assists. It should be more. Guys like Haaland, he deserves a mention. 10 goals in the few games he played, 11 matches so far? 10 goals. Amazing stuff. But look at Valen, 22 goals. He has fell off big time. Definitely fell off big time for Leverkusen. Formerly of Hoffenheim too. But a lot of the goals come from the midfielder. The midfielders chipping in. They have Hinteregger, the highest scored centre-back in the league, with 8 goals. Like, you telling me Hinteregger has 8 goals, and you have guys like Muller, Togan Hazard with 7. Philip Max, second highest scoring defender in the league with 7. So Guerrero could be classed as a defender too because he plays as a left wing back. He's listed here as a left midfielder. But that's what's going on there, guys, in terms of the goal scoring charts. In terms of the assist charts, where is that? Let me see if I find the assist charts. Yeah, where's that at? Maybe we won't go into... Okay, assist charts. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to go into that. I can't find the assisting right now. But that's a wrap. I think Muller is on top of the charts for the assists. Jadon Sancho second. Christopher Nkunku third. And you have guys like Player and Co chipping in. So that's it for the Bundesliga, guys. We are now going to move on to the football news, where I'm just going to run through some news real quick. So we are going to go over to goal.com. That's my news source. That's who I check for the news. And we're going to go on to goal.com. And we are just going to, talk about some football news right about now. So, in the meantime, between time, guys, I'm gonna pull that up. So, let me... Yes, let me just put that right there in the meantime. And then we're going to pull that up. So let me read some comments before I queue up the news thing, see what you guys are saying. Thanks for everyone who are in here right about now. Thanks for joining the class. It's saying we have 13 people up in here right now. That's a lot of people. How many of you guys could pull 13 people together and hold a conversation for this long? Maybe not many of you guys. You might get nervous and you might freeze up and thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's not easy, but we have Kendall Castellao up in here. What's up, man? Go to top scorers. Well, we're done with the Bundesliga, man. So D Roses says Volland has been injured, but he has 22 appearances in the Bundesliga. You know what I mean? We are 29 match days, so that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Jason Teminu. Dortmund can actually win the Bundesliga next season. Yes, they can. But will they? I don't know. I'm not going to put any money on Dortmund at all. Germany has never been a league for strikers, really. Okay, I see. But maybe a league for one or two strikers like Aubameyang, Lewandowski, Paco Alcacer when he had that great season. You know what I'm saying? Like Jovic last season, Halle, all these guys did well last season. Guys like Bergstaller when he had a good season. Vollen had a few good seasons as well. Just to name a few of these prominent strikers in the Bundesliga. But it's nice to see some new names around here, though. I haven't seen some of you guys' names in the comments, so it's very nice to see that you chose to join the live stream today. I want to do more live streams, guys, but then this whole coronavirus thing happened. And then, you know, like my wife started working, and then so my time is very limited these days. Very limited. But I say that with a grain of salt because I still can make time. Like right now, I still can find time to do some things. You know, so 24 hours in a day, you have to use it wisely. So we have Los Colconeros said, Dortmund are elite butlers, man. Raise your hopes, then let you down when it matters year after year. Yes, I totally agree. They need Klopp. They need Klopp back. Zidane28 says, hi. Paco went to Villarreal. Yes, Paco. I don't know I don't understand why he left, though. He was doing pretty good. But Villarreal probably needed him more because they have been struggling for some time. But look at Paco Alcacer, though. He ripped up La Liga with Valencia. I think he was still like 20, 21 years old when he did that. And then, oh, guys, I'm getting annoyed. So annoyed with Barcelona. You guys don't even understand, man, how much Barcelona, they're irking me these days. You buy Alcacer, and then you basically F up the player. You know what I'm saying? You send him to Dortmund on loan, and then Dortmund make him permanent, I think, and then Dortmund sell him, and you know, so why not stay at Valencia? That's why I don't get with some of these players, though. Why not say, no, I don't want to go. I'm going to stay here. Listen, I know sometimes it's not up to you because your employers, they want to cash in on you. You know what I'm saying? But still, I think that's why they're agents and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have so many big players going to Barcelona, and then after a season or two, they move them on. Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous. Seriously. It's simply ridiculous, and I'm fed up. Fed up of it. Seriously. Fed up, man. Philip Coutinho. Who else? Arthur looking to move on. Who else? They're looking to move on. Guys like Umtiti. They look at Ousmane Dembele. He's the other one I'm pissed off at. I have to actually make a video like that where I'm just ranting. He's the next one. You know what I mean? He's the other one, man. Stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you at Dortmund. You ripping it up in the Bundesliga, man. And then you force the move. Actually force the move. Act like a big crybaby. Act like a big spoiled brat. And then you go to Barcelona, and then look at that now. Look at what's going on. So Donovan McCraft said Barca need a ban like City. What, a transfer ban? Is that what you're talking about? Look, I wouldn't mind a transfer ban at all, but then a Champions League ban, that's kind of harsh, man. You wait for it going in. They're going in on us. I really don't like Ousmane Dembele. I first found out about Dembele, guys, when he was at Rennes. And I was like, oh man, what a player. Left foot, right foot penalties, dribbling, speed. I was like, amazing, man. Then he went to Dortmund, and then he was amazing. Just what Sancho, and that's what people don't realize. What Sancho is doing, Ousmane Dembele, he was doing that. He was definitely doing that at Dortmund. And then He went to Barcelona. So Sancho, he has to be careful, man. He got to be careful that he don't fall into the same trap that Ousmane Dembele and other guys fell into when they want to go to a bigger club, a so-called bigger club, when you're just blossoming at Dortmund or whatever club you're at, and then you move on and then you just mess up your career, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the best thing. I don't know if it's the best thing for Sancho to actually go to Man United, but he might just end up at Man United, man. He might just end up at Man United. I have a feeling that's where he might end up. Chelsea are in for him too, but then Chelsea, they're linked to Havertz, they're linked to Werner. And touching on Timo Werner, I just found out, like really just found out that Timo Werner, his release clause expires, guys. It expires June 15th. So I don't know if teams are waiting until the release clause expires to actually, let's say, get him for cheaper than £52 million because of the whole pandemic thing, and players are going to get sold at cut price deals. Or his deal is going to get activated within the next 2 weeks. What's up, Jean-Marc St. Louis? Hi, how are you? Dembele is more of a playmaker. Sancho is much better at scoring. But he did score at Dortmund too. Ousmane Dembele was scoring goals at Dortmund. So let's look at the news, guys. Real quick. You could see the news on the screen right here. Let's take a look at the news right here. It was so traumatic. The day that reshaped Arsenal's history. All right. We're not going to get into that right now. Let's get into this. Let's get into this right here, guys. Transfer Live. Let's talk about Transfer Live. 1 hour 42 minutes. Let's talk about some transfer news real quick before we finish this thing. I think this is what we're going to end the stream with, some transfer news. That's what we're going to talk about right now. I think that's a good topic. I don't want to spoil the stream. It was a good stream. I don't want to spoil it too much. So let's discuss some of these. Giroud reveals how close he was to leaving Chelsea. He was definitely close to leaving Chelsea because he was frustrated not getting any game time or coming off the bench late. He was very frustrated. But he eventually signed a contract extension, him along with Willy Caballero, 1 more year at the club. So Giroud will be there next season. So as it reads here, guys, Olivier Giroud has revealed how close he came to leaving Chelsea in the winter transfer window. The 33-year-old fell down the striker pecking order at Stamford Bridge and was keen to leave to get game time ahead of Euro 2020. But Euro 2020 won't happen in 2020. It would happen in 2021. So he has more time to stake a claim for what could be his last major tournament for the French national team. But a move never eventuated in a situation that Giroud feels was fate. So he felt it was meant to happen and he renewed his contract. He said, I quote, "I was supposed to leave in January transfer window because I wasn't playing much and I needed more game time to make the France squad for Euro 2020, Giroud said. I very nearly left the club, but I think that God wanted me to stay at Chelsea. Read the full story here, but we get the gist. Let's move on to the next article here. Dyche fuming with Burnley as out-of-contract players are set to depart. And this is actually true. There's quite a few players that, their contract is in limbo right now. And as it reads here, 5 first-team players, including Jeff Hendrick, Phil Bardsley, Joe Hart, Aaron Lennon, and Adam Legzdins, he's not a first-team player, will depart Turf Moor on June 30th with their contract set to expire on that date. According to the Daily Mail, Dyche is fuming over the club's reluctance to hand out contract extensions and hopes they reconsider before the end of the month. Look, if you have players at the club already, it would be wise to, give him contracts, right? But if we look at the players that are in question here, guys, Jeff Hendrick, he hasn't done a bad job at Burnley, and he is a Burnley type player. Phil Bardsley, he's a no-name guy. I know of him, but he's a no-name guy. Joe Hart hasn't been great at all since Pep Guardiola threw him out of Manchester City. Aaron Lennon, not great as well. But the thing is, for Aaron Lennon, to touch on some race subject here, he's one of the only black players at a few black players at Burnley. So, you know what I mean? You know, touchy subject, but still, it's true. It is true. It is very true. And Adam Legzdins, I don't know this guy, Legzdins. So, I think the only player that I think they should renew contract here is with Jeff Hendrick. All the other players, I think they should not renew their contract and they should let them leave. And Burnley should do somewhat of a refresh. And what they should actually do is bring in some freaking talented players, some talented young players, and have Burnley looking a bit more, you know, spunky. You know what I mean? Burnley look too damn boring, man. You know, long ball football and, you know, that whole rough thing. Nah. Agunzi LFC, what's up, man? What's up? Aubameyang will stay at Arsenal if no offers for 20 million plus. Only 20 million? Wow. Players are going to be cheap, man. It's going to be really interesting to see how the transfer window is going to go. And guys, I have another transfer video coming up pretty soon. I want to be on top of these transfers and put out the transfer videos to just stay up with the transfers and, you know, just look at the 25 best transfers and just sit down and just put them out. And the next video, I might actually put some pictures in. I was thinking about that. I might actually put in some pictures. Take my time and edit it. You know what I mean? One of these days. But I have to do it pretty soon because there's 25 transfers that I actually wrote down and I'm working on the third transfer video as already, even though the second one ain't come out yet. So Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, guys, do you think he should leave Arsenal or not? What do you think? I think, to be honest, I don't know. I think he should stay, though. When I think about it, I think he should stay, help them out. They need all the help they can get. Seriously. So the star striker looks set to leave the Emirates, but only if suitable offers come in. Arsenal has decided to keep Barcelona target Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at the club during the final year of his contract, unless a decent offer is submitted. The 30-year-old striker is about to begin the last 12 months of his deal, but the Gunners are wary that COVID-19 has slashed the Gabonese international's value from its initial £50 million price tag, which offers Aubameyang set to be around, with offers for Aubameyang set to be around £20 million, Arsenal might force the Gabon international to see out his deal at the Emirates. This is crazy, though. This is crazy. Only 20 million for Aubameyang, guys. Imagine that. Imagine that. So let us move on from that one, though. But Arsenal, there will be a lot of transfer activity in the summer in terms of Arsenal. Arsenal Fan TV is going to be, you know, ridiculous this summer. It's already making videos every day. And it's going to be even, you know, busier. So Aubameyang, I think, see out his contract. I think he should see out his contract. And he might just move on for free. But if Arsenal, you know, if they're smart, they should take the offer, what they get, 25 to 30 million pounds, invest in a striker for the future, you know. Look for the next Gabriel Martinelli, you know what I mean? Rennes waiting on Amiens before move for Udinese, Loni, Opoku. Okay, so we're not going to go into that one. We don't know much about this guy. Doesn't make sense. Chelsea rival Liverpool for Werner. This is a big one. We should talk about this. The German star is involved in a tug-of-war between Premier League clubs. Chelsea are battling Liverpool for the signature for RB Leipzig striker Timo Werner. The Reds are yet to activate the 24-year-old's £53 million release clause despite their interest. What are they waiting for? That's the thing I'm trying to understand. What are Liverpool waiting for? 53 million is not bad for Timo Werner. But the thing is, maybe the fact that they were looking to furlough workers at the beginning of this whole coronavirus thing. And maybe they don't want it to look bad that they spending 53 million on a player. Like they're committing. They're not going to pay the whole thing one time. They're committing 53 million towards a player when there's lives, employees that you're furloughing. So maybe that's the thing. Or maybe Liverpool are waiting for you know what I mean? Like these guys be doing some really slick stuff. Maybe they're waiting for the release clause to expire so that his price could be anything, meaning that it could be high, but Liverpool are hoping that they could usher the price down to maybe like about 30 million. I think that's what they're doing. That's what I think that's what they're doing. Seriously. So Adam says he should leave. I don't think he's happy there. Yeah, he was happy, but maybe he's not happy no more. That's the thing. So Werner's release clause is expected to drop to £53 million in 12 months' time and options. Let me read this over. Werner's release clause is expected to drop to £53 million, but it is at £53 million in 12 months' time, an option suitors might elect to wait for. This doesn't make sense, right, guys? Whoever wrote this did not write this good, because if you say it's 53 million pounds, okay, see, they made a mistake here. So 53 million pounds is $66 million. And then 53 million pounds is $45 million. So I think what they actually meant to say is 30 million or 31 million. So I think that's what Liverpool are waiting for. And I think I'm spot on with that. Liverpool won't purchase him for his release clause price. That's what I think it is. And that's it for the transfer news right now. Let us go back and touch on some of the major stories before I wrap up this thing. Klopp tells Liverpool players to wear masks and gloves. Well, everybody should be wearing masks right now. I don't know about the glove thing. With the glove thing, just don't touch you don't have to wear gloves. Just don't stick your fingers in your mouth, your eyes, or your nose, and you'll be good. Simple. Stop putting your hands in your face. But the glove thing is ridiculous because you're still going to touch things and then you still might touch your face with the gloves. You see what I mean? You know what I mean? So, news. Premier League clubs to play friendlies ahead of season restart. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Players might get injured in the friendlies too. Just know that. Bundesliga protesters deserve applause. FIFA president. Round of applause to the Bundesliga protesters. I did not talk about this. I did not touch on this topic. Very touchy topic. And this is not a political channel. This is not a channel for that. So maybe if I have another channel, where I talk about, current affairs, I'll touch on that. But I don't really want to delve into these looting and George Floyd and all that situation right about now. Messi is the only player who can do what Ronaldo did. Ronaldo was great. One season at Barcelona, great season. Awesome season. One of the GOATs, definitely Ronaldo. I made a couple videos on my other channel reacting to him. Go check it out, guys. Domination. It's on my main channel. You can't miss it. Check the community tab as well. In Socrates' footsteps, Corinthians fans join pro-democracy battle. Okay, we're not going to get into that. Not a lot in the news today, though. FA promise common sense approach to players taking a knee. Okay, so players are planning to protest as well in the Premier League. Let's see how that goes. Zidane's message in Real's training is enjoyment. Go out there, have fun, and maybe that's why Real Madrid has been successful under Zidane, because they're having fun. Barcelona will complete purchase of teen sensation Maya. Oh, this one is interesting, guys. Let's take a look at this one really quick. Almost 2 hours, and okay, so he's from Sao Paulo, I think. Is it Sao Paulo? That's the club. Yes, Sao Paulo. So the 19-year-old has already started learning Spanish ahead of a potential move to Camp Nou, which his agent expects to be completed in June. So another Brazilian brought in from Brazil, and I think they signed a few of them already. I touched on that in my first transfer video. Go check it out, guys. 25 transfers that are forthcoming transfers this summer. Can't miss it. So we have another player here. Barcelona will activate a purchase option on Sao Paulo teenager Gustavo Maya this June, according to the player's agent. Maya's performances in Copa Sao Paulo, Brazil's most prestigious youth tournament, at the start of the year drew the eye of La Liga champions and led them to agreeing to part with $1 million for the option to sign him before the month end. Only $1 million. This guy might end up and cost $100 million a few seasons from now. We never know. But good scouting, though. Good scouting. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but good scouting. So, guys, the fact that there's only a few people left in here, that's a clear indication that the stream has gone on way too long and it's time to end it. But I'm happy that I did this to just touch upon the German Bundesliga and to catch up. Hopefully, I'll be back with the video versions of the Bundesliga match reviews. And yeah, hopefully, if I'm not too busy. But if not, I'll be back with a live stream. But I plan to do a lot more live streams in the future, even if it's for only 1 hour. So guys, stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any comments that you want to leave when the video goes up, you go check it out again, rewatch it, leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about the Bundesliga. Let me know how you feel about how I'm doing with the channel. I was supposed to talk about Bundesliga too, but I actually forgot. Yes, that's fine. Next time around, I will. But it's cool. I'm only human. So, will you make a La Liga preview video? Says Ryan. I honestly don't know, because the thing is, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. I don't usually watch La Liga. I watch the Premier League. I actually do not have La Liga subscriptions on my cable network. I have the Bundesliga, I have the Premier League, I have the Italian League, I have the Dutch League, but I don't have La Liga, so I can't commit to something that I can't really fulfill. You see what I mean? EFJ, thank you, man. Thank you for sticking around for the entire stream. Really, 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 really appreciate it. You don't know how much I appreciate you sticking around and how much I appreciate you being a fan of the channel for so long, man. For so long. Since what? Since the early on. Since maybe like 2017, 18. Can you imagine that Dortmund scored 3 goals in 10 minutes? Yeah, they were on fire, man. But we had some good games in the Bundesliga. The Gladbach game, the Leipzig game, the Dortmund game, the Bayern Munich win. All those were really, really good. Really, really good. Thank you very much, Wale Odafote. Thank you, man. Guys, you know I stay working, but, you know, we go into some challenging times. But I will assure you this channel will continue to upload for years to come. You know, 2026 World Cup, God spell my life, you know what I mean? Planning to be there. Trying to bring you some awesome content. 2022 World Cup, Copa Americas in the future. AFCONs, Gold Cups, I'm going to be there. Definitely. Donovan McCrabb, thank you, man. EFJ, thank you, man. Guys, winding down, 2 hours. Thank you, everyone. We'll be back with more fire on the channel. Guys, support the other channels. There'll be a new channel coming soon. You know, I'm just having some fun, man. Just having some fun. Thank you for everyone who bought cards. You can see the card over here. Thank you very much for everyone who bought cards from Cards Plug. You know, I get a cut every time a card is sold. Definitely affiliate marketing right there. Tapping into the business man side of me, and you know, it's been good. It's been good. So guys, from your boy Dominic Rich, thank you very much for watching this video, and until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.